O toasa le Anselm Nakaora. Ngau wha ne chuchu ma e te tiu, ma ngau no e Auckland ni Sirongi. Today we are going to have a chat with ö'ö'fāta Jone, and he will be telling us about his journey through life.
Noi atoasa Jone Inia mo fani chuchu no toma ona fa faxia.
Thanks, Uncle John. Can you tell us what do you do for a living and how long you have been working in this field?
No, I am in the construction industry. I work as a project manager, site-based. Been in the industry for more than 26 years. Started as a architecture draftsman and worked my way through, and now as a project manager.
Can you tell us more about this profession and what you do from day to day?
Pretty much my day started in the morning about 5 o'clock when I wake up, and from there I'll be the first to work, and as I reach work I make sure that we already set for the programs for the day. I'm in the commercial sector, so we pretty much build commercial buildings. At the moment we're doing apartments, so the day started with make sure that the task for the day is prepared, and then we have sub-trades that are under us, that works under us, so we make sure that everyone implements their task every day and make sure at the end of the day that we complete the task that we have, and trying to make sure that we meet our deadlines every day. So,
has this occupation always been your dream job ever since you were little, or is it something that you sort of fell into?
When I grew up, I always thought I would be on a boat, to be a sailor. Things changed when I was in high school. The direction that I headed to was to be a shipbuilder. Started in a shipbuilding company, and realized that with the advice with the older people, they pushed me to go back to school. So I went to school to study architecture, and since then the dream changed. I worked in an architectural firm before I moved to New Zealand. Studied here and then changed again to construction. So now I become a project manager instead of pursuing the architectural field. So,
in high school, what subjects did you take, or what subjects would you recommend for those who are wanting to take your job?
I would say tech science. In school, that's all we learn. We learn physics, technical drawings, maths, English, and I learned chemistry, but it wasn't my favorite, but I did change. So if you to pursue in the project management field, I believe that's the subjects you should take and pursue.
What are some skills that you would recommend for this job?
To be in the construction industry, I believe you need to start manually. Physical work, it does help you in the beginning. As you progress, if you are smart enough, you'll go straight to university and progress to management. But through hard work, I believe you have to learn the skills as you grow up. Some people move up as carpenters and then progress to management.
What are some other skills that you would recommend for this job?
Other skills that required, I believe, will be time management, people management, budget management as well. So if you can manage people, then you can manage the task ahead. If you can manage time, you can also manage whatever you're going to do on a day and a week, and make sure you complete on time. And also budget, make sure that the cost is within that budget that you're building the project, either building or residential house or whatever you do. So I believe that's the skills you need.
Who would be your biggest inspiration or biggest motivation?
My biggest inspiration is my grandfather, Anselm Nakaora. He's been my hero since I was young, so I try to implement him. Whatever I do, imitate his skills. I never reached his skills yet, but I believe that through his hard work, made me work harder, and yeah, that's where I am today.
What would be the pros and the cons for your job?
I believe it's more pros than cons on the job. Pros, you get to design and build my own house, manage it. I can have more time for my kids after work. Yeah, you can negotiate time with your bosses so you can leave. And then you can manage people. You can meet people as well. Very high people up there that you get to know and mingle around. As a Pacific Islander, I believe it's a rare opportunity to be managing projects. So it's more pros than cons. Thank you.
Were there any challenges you faced as you started working in New Zealand?
Yes, there is a lot of challenges. I believe one is the language barrier. Since the time I came here, English was not my best subject in school. So communicating is quite difficult, trying to make sure people adhere to what you say. It's quite difficult. So it became a barrier at the time. I managed to overcome that when I was working. Just learning to delegate and implement what you're saying to the people. So the other one is our color. We are Pacific Islanders. They look at you at the first sight and they don't rate you. They don't know your skill set. They undervalue you in the beginning. But as you work and you show them what you can do in life, everything changes. Now, as you can see, I became a project manager. I went through a lot of companies to get to where I am. Those challenges you overcome as you progress in life, but through hard work and through consistency, being there on time, those challenges will fade away. Yeah, your skill set will show at the end of the day. Wow.
How do you keep yourself grounded and connected to being Rotuman?
That's a good question. I'm married to a Rotuman, so I'm pretty much Rotuman all over. Our family is Rotuman. We speak Rotuman. I'm in the Rotuman Association, so everything I do is for the Rotumans as well. I work, and also I'm proud to be a Rotuman out there. I'm proud to be a Pacific Islander out there working in the construction industry. I always remind them that I come from a small island. So being a Rotuman with a small island compared to New Zealand, I believe I'm proud. Thank you.
What is your role in the NZRF community, and is there a correlation between that and your current job?
I am the assistant treasurer for the NZRF. My role involves managing the financial side of it. I'm just assisting our treasurer. Part of it is management, financial management. I do financial management on my in my profession as a project manager. So it does relate somehow, but it's in different contexts. So yeah.
What is the best part about being involved in the NZRF?
The best part for me is knowing my identity, being a Rotuman. As a Rotuman in New Zealand, I want to make sure that I don't lose my culture. And as a Rotuman, I grew up with my culture, so I perform culture. I do everything about culture. I was taught when I was young by my grandfather, and when I was in Rotuma Primary, about culture, Rotuman culture, and how to do it. So I have it in me. So I want to make sure I keep doing it, and I make sure I can help other Rotumans as well in New Zealand.
Is there any final words of advice that you have for aspiring project managers or any Rotumans out there?
Work hard, I would say. If you work hard, you will reach wherever you want. And also learn. As you learn, Elon Musk did say, you learn and then you take away the L and then you earn. So don't be scared that you don't earn as much as you want to be in the early stages. It'll come. So learn, go to school, make sure you school, complete your school, make sure you work hard after school and get to where you want. You'll achieve it. As a Rotuman, I believe don't disconnect yourself. Be attached to Rotuman, make sure your culture is there. So when you're out there in the field, people will recognize you as a Rotuman and also as an islander as well. So be proud of who you are. Wow.